Hi, boys and girls. Has your teacher asked you to do any creative writing in the last month since we've been out of school? This is called The Best Story by Eileen Spinelli. And this book might give you some help if your teacher asks you to do some creative writing. The Best Story. Maybe the cat's going to have something to do with it. The Red Brick Library was having a contest. Write the best story. Win first prize. First prize was a ride on the Super Duper Looper roller coaster with my favorite author, Anne Miles, who wrote the Runaway roller coaster. Wow, first prizes don't get any better than that. That would be a good prize. I ran home, went to my room, shut the door. I sharpened 5 pencils, opened my notebook to a brand new page, and thought, and thought, and thought. And all I could think of was this writing stuff was hard and lonely. Maybe I needed help. I told my brother Tim about the contest. The best stories, said my brother Tim, have lots of action. So I wrote a lot of action into my story. I wrote about a bus hurtling down the highway with no one at the wheel. I added a tornado and a pirate and a great white shark. But the story didn't seem quite right. So I asked my dad, and he said, the best stories have plenty of humor. That means they make you laugh. So I changed the great white shark to a monkey. And I put the monkey at the wheel of the bus. And I turned the tornado into turnips. And I dressed the pirate in polka-dotted pajamas. Well, that's pretty funny. Dad laughed so hard he popped a shirt button. Even so, the story didn't feel quite right. Looks like the cat's enjoying it. Along came Aunt Jane. What are you doing? She asked. I'm writing a story, the best story for a contest at the library. I can win a roller coaster ride with my favorite author. Oh, well then, said Aunt Jane. Here's all you need to know. The best stories are the ones that make people cry. So I gave the bus a flat tire. I sent the monkey to the funeral of his pet goldfish. I turned the turnips into onions, and I made the pirate chop every one. There were lots of tears, but the story still wasn't quite right. My teenage cousin Anika said, I have news for you. If it's not romantic, it's a loser. She wants a love story. So the pirate introduced the monkey to his sister Grace, and they fell in love. And I turned the onions into wedding invitations, and everyone lived happily ever after. Finally, my story was ready, so I read it to my family. Not enough action, said my brother Tim. Maybe the monkey can fall into the wedding cake, said Dad. That would be really funny. It's hard to cry at a wedding when the groom is a monkey, said Aunt Jane. Anika said it would be perfect if I added a kiss. She gave me a hug. Whoops, I think I skipped a page. In all this time, my mother hadn't said a word, so I asked her, what do you think is the best story, Mom? She gave me a hug. I think the best story is one that comes from the heart. Your own heart. I think that's good advice. You don't want to try too hard. You want it to be real. That night, after supper, I looked into my own heart and I rewrote my story. No more monkey, no more pirate, no more wedding invitations, No more happily ever after. My new best story is about my family and my two best friends, Tara and Josh. It's about my cat, Ollie, who sleeps on his back, and snow days, and toast with strawberry jam. It's about fireworks, and rainbows, and bike rides. My biggest problem was keeping my story short. Once I started pulling things out of my heart, it was hard to stop. When my story was finished, I turned it in to the judges. Wonder if she's going to win. Oh, we're not going to find out. Maybe I'll win that roller coaster ride with Ann Miles. And maybe I won't. Either way, I'll be happy. I'll be a winner. Because the story I wrote is my own, not somebody else's. And that makes it the best. Besides making your story your own and writing from the heart, I think there's one other message in this book. Don't give up. Your first story might not be very good. Your second story might not be very good. Keep trying. Make revisions. Keep working on your story till it really says what you want it to say. Because even famous authors throw their stories away 100 times and keep on going. See you next time.